to an exclusive interview. ASOT, A State of Trance.
Hey, what's up, and welcome to a new 10 questions. Your questions asked to our studio guests. And this week in the studio, I'm super proud to have her here again. Nifra, how are you doing?
Hey, how are you? I'm great. Thank you.
I'm good as well. So we have asked our friends to through Instagram to ask you a couple of questions. So 10 of them. I hope you're ready for them. So let's dive in straight away. Ed Ahead 2020 wants to know, what inspires you day to day?
It's gonna sound a little bit cheesy, but my fans, I think.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing this every day for my fans and just for the love of music. I mean, I am a producer and DJ like at heart, and I cannot imagine doing anything else. So this is my daily work.
And when you say that your fans, they inspire you, how do they inspire you?
Well, just the feedback from them and just the messages I get, comments, the fact that they are showing up for my streams and everything, it just means so much to me.
So talking about the stream, the next question is about the stream actually. Trance Encyclopedia wants to know, how do you prepare for a 6-hour live stream?
Ooh. Well, definitely
Hydrate.
I collect tracks. Streaming is, when you see it feels like, oh, they're just doing it. You know, it just comes very easily, but actually it's a lot of work. And 6-hour set, I definitely need to prepare for that. I need to collect tracks for it. Need to think about how I want to build the set, what I want to drop. And I even did 12-hour set with Fisherman a couple of times, and that was a little bit bigger preparation. But it's just fun. I did a 6-hour set like Past the Future Cole Harbor. So I only selected tracks from Cole Harbor recordings released from the beginning of the label till now. So that was easy. You know, you just...
So for 6 hours of streaming, how much time did it take you to collect all these tracks and put everything in the right spot?
Definitely a couple of hours.
Yeah?
Yeah. Cue points and everything, you know how it goes. That is very time consuming.
Yeah, Roach was saying the same thing on the last 10 questions when we had him in the studio here as well. He said, streaming has become a full-time job for me. Is that how you feel as well about it?
Absolutely. Yeah, and I don't do streams every day, but besides streaming on Twitch, I do my Rebel Radio video. So that is specifically for Facebook and YouTube that I record separately. And I did also a couple of different streams that I only did for Facebook and YouTube, and Twitch, of course, which is once a week or 2 times a week. Depends if I have something special that I want to do, longer stream besides the Thursday 2-hour stream that I do.
And in the meantime, you also had time to prepare a new compilation with new music on there.
Absolutely. I mean...
do you even sleep? No.
Trust me, this is a full-time job and...
And more.
And more.
Yeah.
Music business is something else, and you really have to love it to give your everything to it.
Next question comes from Rabbit Hole PL. Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized unicorns or 1 unicorn-sized duck? Those are real questions in life.
I think one... What was it? Unicorn-sized duck?
100 duck-sized unicorns, so small unicorns?
Yeah.
Or 1 unicorn-sized duck?
Oh my god, that's a hard one. You got me there. I think I will go for number 2.
I think so too, because if you have
one is easier to handle.
Yeah, because if you have to fight 100 unicorns, that's not a good idea. A good question, Rabbit Hole. Huh?
I think this was a Unicorn Slayers question.
I think
from
so
Twitch.
Too. Yeah. So. Okay, we'll go for the unicorn-sized duck then. Okay. Next question. Felipe 016 wants to know, what's your tip for beginner trance producers or DJs?
Okay. Start with production and just do a lot of music, get into it. And yeah, that was at least for me. I started first with production and then the DJing came afterwards, but not too it was like maybe a year or 2 later that I dived into the production. And yeah, you just have to spend time with it.
Success doesn't come overnight,
yeah,
that's for sure.
Yeah, I cannot stress that enough. Like, you see a lot of people nowadays, and trust me, there is a lot of time spent behind their success.
Yeah, when I hear about how much you do in every week with the streams, with the production, with everything that's going on, do you still have time for any hobbies or anything? Or is your hobby still making music and doing what you do?
It is. I have a lot of goals. So if I think about something that I want to do something for my fans, or, like the compilation, we had the project, like we want to do this cool pictures, need to think about the whole concept. So that's, it's work. But on the other side, it is still a hobby. It's still, we are so lucky to do this that it really doesn't feel like work. But when you think about hobbies, I mean, I sometimes play PlayStation.
Okay. Which game do you play? Which games?
Right now, Call of Duty, Warzone.
Oh, with the new season and everything. Okay, I understand. Did you pre-order the PlayStation 5 already?
No, we didn't have the chance yet. I think we'll have to wait for the second release or something, because they're sold out.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, I have one.
Ah.
I don't know if I'll get it, because last time with the PlayStation 4, I ordered it also in the first order, but I didn't get it until the second either. So fingers crossed. So.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that, to be honest. Something that I'm looking forward to. Always, Malik wants to know, who is your biggest inspiration? Those kind of questions, huh?
Yeah, it's just a lot of people throughout my career inspired me. Like, at the beginning it was ATB, Tiesto, Marcus, what Armin is doing. It's just, I love to see what other people achieved, and to see that. And actually a lot of female artists are inspiring me at the moment from the techno scene.
Okay, yeah.
Because they're doing so well, and it's just so good to see, Amelie or Charlotte. Now we are not touring, but when we were, they were completely like just touring all the time and just being
rocking all the main stages.
Yeah, it's so good to see that. So the women are definitely my inspiration.
That's awesome. I agree with you there, 100%. Elena69 Luca wants to know, when will you consider releasing an artist album?
That's something that I am gonna work.
It's also on the list?
It's on the list, and I'm gonna start right now.
Okay, so the compilation is done?
The compilation is done, yeah.
Okay, Follow Me Part 2 is done.
Yeah.
So we're not waiting for Part 3, we're just gonna focus on the album right now.
Yeah, first album.
Can you already spill some information about that, or?
No, actually, I am just starting to. I have some vocals already, and I already have some ideas laid down. And in the next couple of months, because Corona is not going anywhere,
no,
I'm just gonna fully focus on that.
But you already did some shows. Like you sold out a boat party in where was it in Prague?
It was Bratislava, Slovakia, my home country. Yeah. I was lucky enough to do a boat party right before it all just the hell break loose.
Yeah.
And it was sold out. We had 300 people on it. I did a open to close 5-hour set, and it was amazing.
I was looking at on your Instagram stories. I was like, wow, I'm so jealous right now. Did you play a gig like that? It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it was unbelievable, but because the situation was really good in Slovakia at that time, events were just running like before, besides the big festivals, of course, but like a smaller events, clubs and open airs were going forward. So I just got the idea, I want to do boat party.
So let's hope it's going to come back soon, 100%. Yuri Sanan wants to know, what's your favorite trance track of the last 5 years?
I was waiting for a question like this, and when we were on the way here, Fisherman was like, the entire time he was telling me in the car, like, if you get a question, please just say Apache. But Apache was not released 5 years ago.
That's true. Older. That is true. Yeah, that's true.
God.
He's like, okay, if you say Apache, I'll cook tonight. So last 5 years.
Last 5 years.
I wouldn't even know that. Would not know that at all.
I would have to look into my collection. I cannot just spill it like this.
Okay, think about it for a second. A Cassette 4Q wants to know if you're a big fan of progressive as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Is that something that is like, what do you listen to when you're not working on your own music?
Progressive.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Any particular artists or tracks that we need to check out?
You know, like Guy J stuff that is always amazing to just put his set on, and it's just such a feel-good music, you know? And yeah, at the beginning when I just was starting as a DJ and producer, I was actually playing a lot of progressive at that time. So that style is always very close to me.
And when did you start to decide to make the more banging stuff? Like,
it was always there. It's just there was no scene in Slovakia for trance. There was nothing. So I was playing a little bit what was more allowed, and then I was like, no, I'm just gonna do whatever I feel is my thing.
Yeah.
So I still love progressive, but I just wanted to go for a little bit more driving trance.
I'm happy that you're doing that, because to be really honest, in the scene nowadays, it's at least it feels to me, it's either 123, 24 or 138. There's not a lot in between anymore.
Yeah. I'm definitely in that gap.
Yeah. Well, keep doing that, please.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't worry.
DJ Infini's Music wants to know, and I already know the answer now because you already spilled it. What is your number one trend track of all time, and who's gonna cook tonight?
Fisherman is gonna cook. Yeah.
Pizza.
No, it's absolutely amazing track. It was definitely one of the biggest tracks. And when I think about this, because he got the question last time as well, and we were at home, and he was playing some vinyl, and he dropped the Esto Suburban Train.
Oh yeah.
And we were just like, oh, you know, like you don't really think about it, how many amazing tracks were released over the entire trance time, you know. So there's so many good tracks. It's hard to pick.
Yeah, there's too many to pick from. If you're watching this right now, please go to vote.astateoftrance.com. I have to say that, vote.astateoftrance.com, and pick your 10 favorite tracks of 20 years of State of Trance. I'm not going to ask you about 10. We just know the number one now, so that's already helpful. So when you go to, when you see the voting of Nifra, she just puts in Apache and then submit vote. Right?
Yeah.
That's what it's going to be. Okay. Last questions already. This is a bit of a technical one from Tom Evans. He wants to know Xone 69, 96, or DJ M900. So this mixer or that mixer? Or let me rephrase it.
I don't know this mixer.
You have never tried this?
No.
Okay, you have to try it at least once.
No, never tried this.
Let's rephrase it a little bit. Are you a little bit of a gearhead? Or is everything in the box that you're producing?
It is in the box, but I used to have a gear.
Okay.
But I sold it because it didn't work.
It didn't work?
No, I actually bought a Virus TI Snow.
Okay.
And there was so many bugs with it. It was just very...
I know. I sent it to the factory 3 times.
Yeah, I sent it back. I'm like, guys, I really want to use it, but it's just not working.
Is there any gear on your list that you really want to buy in the near future?
I really want to upgrade my studio, definitely, with some of those things. Yeah, SSL, for example, the compressor.
Yeah,
I mean, you just put this on and everything sounds so good.
That's so true, yeah.
So yeah, there is a lot on my list.
So that one is on my list as well. So maybe one day we can do a group buy or whatever. You have it in 1 week, I have it 1 week. All right, thank you so much. That was the questions already, Nifra. Yeah, again, make sure to check out Follow Me Part 2. It's out on the
16th of October.
16th of October, and you have some cool posters and stuff like that you can order right now. And where can people order that? And the CDs?
Actually, just go to my Facebook or my website and you will find it there.
Awesome. And make sure to follow her then. Ding, ding. Thank you so much for watching this 10 questions, and I'll see you next time for another one. Bye-bye.
Thank you, guys.